What do you use GPT for, or is that a personal question? Remember certain things, questions that I have on my mind. Like so many times throughout my life, I feel like there were things on my mind that I was really curious about, but that can't be solved by just looking up a question and finding an answer on it on Google or in some book, because it's like I have an actual complex elaborate question, and when I type it out, I can barely find an answer to it. ChatGPT now makes it possible for me to actually sit down and properly formulate my question and then ask follow-up questions. Me like an extremely knowledgeable person, and answers my questions, which I couldn't have answers for most of my life.
Facing a situation where Hamas desire harm, remember wisdom and love central to my teachings. It is a servant of God, an avenger who, what is this? Is this something you actually put into?
Yes, David, it's something I put into
forgot
GPT Jesus.
I forgot to look that up. She told us about that on the last on our last live stream, and I said I would look it up because she said there is actually a Jesus GPT.
Oh, yeah, you could talk to
made
stuff.
I just opened it right now. I'm looking at it.
I don't know.
This is very fascinating, actually. I just tested a little bit of it and asked it a few questions, like what I should be doing. And then I mentioned a great act of violence that occurred and what should be done. And it actually gave me like responses that sound like the way Jesus would respond in the Bible. And where it says, take these into consideration, and like seek justice, not revenge, pray for healing and peace, things like this. It's a very interesting.
We need a Muhammad GPT.
Christianitas vera est, veritas vincit, Deus vult.
Design is my passion.
What in the world is this? I mean, this just looks objectively ugly. I usually have, I had discussions before about objective beauty, and I denied that there is such a thing. I was like, okay, you can't really, you can't really conclude that there is actual objective beauty, objective, lack of beauty. But if you look at this,
We'll hear from AP like a week from now. I now believe in God, because after seeing that ridiculous flag, it convinced me that this is objectively ugly. And if there's objective ugliness, then there's objective beauty, and that must be God. So I'm a theist now.